Now this is the panel screen. I can log in. And here, this is the fire indication, where you can see that the zone 1, 2, 3, 4 and sounder all are normal. This is the fault, disable and active. Now I can go in the menu to see the options. And here, this is the panel setup, number 1. In panel setup, we have the delay setup, where we can set the delay for the zone. So when any zone has fired, when 2 zones has fired, the delay time will start and then the gas will release. Here, this is the delay time minute. You can set timing here, or auto release delay is in seconds, which we can set here, and manual release delay is 10 seconds. So we can set the delay time for different options, for auto release, for manual release, and for the reset time. This is the date setup, where we can set the date and the time of the panel. This one is the mode setup. So we can choose that which kind of mode we want. If the release mode is auto, then the gas can be released when 2 zones has fired. If it's manual, then the gas can only be released by the manual release button. And this is the zone mode, where we can choose different modes for the zone. And sequence starter, if we can select if it is connected or not, because by the sequence starter we can connect up to 4 electromagnetic valves. And we can choose sounder modes, like sounder mode, sounder 2 mode. Mode 1 is that, for example, if the zone 1 has fire, then the sounder 1 will work, and if the zone 2 has fire, sounder 2 will work. Then we can go in the next option, fault shield setup. In fault shield setup, we can turn off any faults, like battery fault, earth fault, mains fault and fuse fault. This option is for the firmware updating, where we can update the panel firmware. And other setups, in this we can choose the mode for the hold and abort mode. So it's up to us that if we want the hold function, in which the reset time will be go back and stop, and or we can choose the abort function like this, mode 1 and mode 2. 1 is abort and 2 is hold. And this is a factory reset, where if we use this, we will require the programmer password, and all the settings of the panel will be deleted. This is the disable option. Here we can disable any zone. If we want to disable the zone, we can choose any zone to disable. This is the output disable, where we can disable the sounder 1 and sounder 2. And also we can disable the valve output port, or the optical LED port we can disable. If we want to input disable, we can disable the hold function. We can disable the mode switch. We can dysfunction the abort switch, or the low pressure or release switch we can disable from this option. Also, the manual release can be disabled. This option is for the history, where we can see the fire, fault and active history, and also can delete the history by the programmer password. This option is for the changing the password. And now I will test the panel to show the function of the sequence starter.